I'm more alive than ever before. I've been to my Commodore 64. My friends are knocking down my door to get into my Commodore 64.
It's mind-boggling. Commodore 64 lets you play hundreds more games than any video machine, plus draw, program, even do music.
I'm more alive than ever before, and my friends are knocking down my door. 'Cause now we're into so much more. We're into our Commodore 64.
The Commodore 64 home computer has an unusually large memory. Remember? It also has all the peripherals you're ever likely to need. Monitors, plotters, printers, disk drives, and a vast range of software. Which means you'll get so much more enjoyment out of your home computer. The Commodore 64. Remember the enormous memory, but don't forget the peripherals and software.
Welcome to Frankie's Nightclub Ruffo, where Friday night and Sunday night are the nights for discos, where you can disco the night away to the best disco sounds around. Saturday night, and Frankie's opens the door to Ireland's best live bands, with great sounds from different bands weekly. So for a great night out, come to Frankie's Nightclub Ruffo, where fun is our speciality.
I'm learning fast. I'll give it my best shot.
I knew I could do it.
Evening all, hope you're all doing really well. I couldn't help but put together a little intro for this one, so hey there Hazemakers, good to see you. Thanks for popping in on my inaugural Commodore 64 stream. Hey Rob, nice to see you again, hope you've had an amazing day. Hi Simone, hope you're well. Temperate, hello everyone indeed, yes. It's that kind of stream, so yeah, you know it, Ocean Loader. It's Ocean Loader 2. It's one of my all-time favourites. I think this was Martin Galway's tune also for Green Beret as well. So, Nick, of course, this is exciting. It's Commodore 64 time. So, hey there, Phil. Hope you're doing well. I'm not sure what that poke does, but it may change the colour of the screen. I'm not going to do it. It might be a death poke. This isn't a Commodore pet, though, is it? So. Yeah, that Frankie's advert brings in the memories, doesn't it? It was actually just in the Pearl and Dean ident video that I just downloaded and mashed together. So yeah, it was. I just thought it was really funny. So if you guys are into your comedy and your perhaps particularly your slightly British comedy, do check out Peter Serafinowicz. He's done various sort of spoof things and that, and he's done Birds of Britain, which is quite good, and also Markets of Britain, I think. And you'll see him ripping into that sort of that whole thing. And I think he's also done some cinema adverts. Anyway, we're not here to talk about retro cinema adverts. We're here because it's Commodore 64 time. So yes, all stand for the Commodore 64 Ocean Loader from, well, as it says, Ocean. So. It may well be from Rambo as well, Hazemaker. It's used in all sorts of ocean games, I think, the Ocean Loaders. So, yeah, don't be surprised if it was Rambo as well. So yeah. Hey there, Sindra. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Do correct me if I'm wrong. So if it's as in Sandra or Sindra, yeah. Hey Chris, hope you're well. So you're doing the paycheck thing. Awesome. So yeah, so tonight we're going to be streaming live from my childhood Commodore 64. So I'm just going to go wonky cam a moment. There it is. A couple of weekends ago I took a trip down to the southwest of England and I hooked up with Tim from the Futurist 8-bit, Sansian, and he fixed my Commodore 64 which wasn't working. Rather embarrassingly for me, there was actually no problem at all with the C64. I think what probably had happened is that perhaps about 10 years or so ago I'd got this at the loft to see whether it worked, and I must have opened it up out of curiosity after confirming that it worked and realised, oh, it's all looking pretty good in here, so I just screwed it all back together again. And what seemed to have happened is that I must have put the LED header cable back in slightly incorrectly, because it was actually not connected to all the pins. So what this means is that when I switched it on, I didn't actually have a couple of weeks ago a suitable display to check the C64 was working, because I only had an RF cable for this. I've since picked up a portable television for £20, Gumtree special, and so I could have checked it out, but I've now got this wicked composite cable, which Tim very kindly donated to me, so I'm travelling in step for this. So there it is. It's my childhood Commodore 64. I can't remember the exact year I got it, but sometime around about 1990 anyway, when I was about 7 years old. So it still works, yeah, just really excited to play some games with it this evening. So without further ado, let's get going. So let's just transition to the C64. Okay. So I've still got the audio coming from the Mac at the minute, but so yeah, so I'd like to show you around my Commodore 64 desktop. So I think you'll like how I've done this. I chose this blue especially because it reminded me very much of the Commodore 64, like it was when my childhood, and also this font. I did play around with the fonts, but I thought let's stick with the classic one. So in case any of you guys can't figure it out, and being slightly sarcastic, there ain't much configuration going on here. I do remember that there was pokes to change the border colours and all that kind of stuff, and I think you can hold down. This is really stretched my memory, because I'll be honest with you, I've not really properly used this Commodore 64 for over 25 years now. So I think if you hold down Commodore and 2, do you get white text? No, you get really funny text. Ooh. I'm going to have to dig out the manual and remember how to do all these things, but it's just really great that you can just do that and it switches back on again. So yeah, so we're using real hardware tonight. Tim also very kindly, Sansian, the Futurist 8-bit, set me up with the SD to IEC device. This is a godsend because all my games that I had back in the day and still have all on cassette tape. So whilst I have the C2N tape deck, I very much doubt that it still works. It probably needs you know, some reconfiguring, so in terms of replacing the rubber band or you know, like the belts in it, so yeah, so this is great. So it just plugs into the user port and the serial port, I think it is the IEC port, I guess it is, and it just looks like a really cool. I don't know if I can stretch it far enough to make the camera focus. Will it focus? No, but it sort of mimics that sort of 1541 look. So essential device really these days. I will try the cassette drive at some point just for retro shenanigans. Let's just try that, Phil. So 646. Oh, I'm not used to the keyboard layout as well. This is coming from the oh look at that, so it all works. Thanks, Phil. That's nice and visible, isn't it? So yeah, so it's all pretty awesome. The keyboard layout coming from the Amiga and the Mac is funky after all these years. I mean, the backspace key appears to be on the far left of the keyboard, so that's going to be fun. So we can all have a good giggle at my excellent Commodore typing skills. So it's got this really funky file browser, so type in load, and I keep on hitting the Commodore key instead of the shift key, so I'm having to look down as I type a little bit, and it's device 8, so we do that, and that says it's all hunky-dory, and then we just type in run, and this loads up this file browser. So here we've basically got everything you could wish for, all on one SD card. It's the stuff of dreams, folks. It's the stuff of dreams. Yeah. So I've got a few games in mind, guys. Obviously, I will try and take requests. I want to try and play some of the games as properly as I can. But I thought we'd start off with some Flimbo's Quest, because this was actually the first game that I probably played on a Commodore 64. Came from System 3. So let's just go down here. And it's really easy. You just basically move down to the one that you want, hit enter or return, and there we go. So I do actually have the original Flimbo's Quest. But this is obviously a cracked copy. So sorry, System 3. It's it's a cracked copy. But yeah, so if you do have requests in the chat, do throw them down. And I'm listening out for C64 audio, so I will switch off the Ocean Loader music in due course. I don't actually have at the moment the what do you call it, the fast loader, the Epix fast loader. I think that's going to be an investment that I'm going to pick up soon, because obviously this is a little bit on the slow side, but I did do some testing of this before I started. I like how at the top it says AS Presents, so yeah, so hopefully this is working. It says loading, it worked before, so yeah. Hey, that's Sabretooth Barnacle, hope you're doing well. So yeah, so this is the only thing, isn't it, when we're streaming from the Mega Drive and the Amiga and Super Nintendo and all that, everything's instant, isn't it? So the tune faded out when you switched to 64 screen. Did it? Oh, okay, cool. Maybe I'm beginning to actually learn how to use OBS. So, but I will turn it off completely in due course. So it looks like it's working this end. So I think we're all good. So it'll be really interesting to... Oh, here we go. There's some music. Let's just mute that now. Yeah, Commodore Serial is so slow. You know that, Phil. As presents, think gift, not presentation. Well, indeed. So, nice little crack tray there. Yeah, so, no, we won't do any cheats on this. Yeah, so, that's very true, Rob. So, yeah, Commodore Serial is so slow, unfortunately. It's just one of those things that we, until I get the fast load cartridge sorted out, we all have to live with. So it'd be lovely to hear your Commodore histories and stories in the chat. Do share them. This isn't quite All Request Friday, but it's as good as. So cool. So I think we're up and running. Yeah, same here, Hazemaker. If you've not worked it out, then... So, this was pretty much the first game that I played on a Commodore 64. I believe that my C64 came with this on cartridge. I think they reused the cartridges from the failed... what was it? The C64 GS games console system, so So hopefully you can hear the tunes okay. Yeah, I don't know why I'm shooting those guys. Oh, there you go. So the object of this game is that when you get the dinosaurs or any of the enemies that are flashing, you need to return... Ooh, what's that? You need to return to the shop at the front here. I think this is it. There you go. And this returns the letter to the shopkeeper. And basically, you just collect the characters. So what you've got to do is you've just got to look out for the flat. Oh, there you go. There's another flashing one right there. Let's get rid of this dude. So yeah, this game caused many a broken cheater joystick. There you go. To start with, as Commodore supplied the C64s and actually quite a lot of the Amigas. I think Amigas anyway. I might be wrong with that. Oh. Did I not? Maybe when I picked up the heart. I'm having to remember how to play this again. I don't actually want to buy anything. How do I get out of that? There's no escape key on this, is there? Oh, well, that seemed to exit. So it looks like when I picked up the heart, I lost the scroll that I picked up. So no C64 audio. Okay, bear with. We can't have a stream without C64. Oh, here we go. Sorry, it's muted. Beg your pardon. There you go. Yeah, this game's actually got really wicked scrolling. There we go. We should have C64 audio now. Sorry, guys. Do you know what? I was thinking I was doing so well for this stream. I thought, do you know what? This is actually beginning to come together. I think I'm getting the hang of this. Spoke too soon. Yeah, but this has got really good scrolling, you know, better scrolling than actually some Amiga games. Not to sound like I'm beating on the Amiga, but with the Amiga, obviously I'm in power territory, so 50 Hz for the win. But so many Amiga games, you know, basically like 25 Hz in terms of their scrolling. Obviously, like Turrican is a bit of an exception. But yeah, it's great scrolling, isn't it? There we go. Right, I've got to get a snail dude now. Do let me know if you can hear the audio okay now, so. But yeah, the parallax is great in this game, so. As is all the scrolling, so. Ah, there we go, there's another one. First level's pretty easy, isn't it? Oh. Spoke too soon. It's really easy, isn't it? Dies. Oh. I'm looking at the chat and not the... Okay, this is how not to play Flimbo's Quest, guys. I know, it's good, isn't it? Very clever coders back in... Well, still are, obviously, these days. Right, load the second level. There is no C64 audio now, just hum your favourite tune. So yeah, this game caused a lot of broken joysticks back in the day. These cheater joysticks, not this is not a cheater joystick, obviously, this is a zip stick, my squeaky zip stick. And they basically bundled C64s with these awful cheater joysticks, which even with just a moderate bit of you know, amount of frenetic sort of well, I don't want to say tugging on the joystick, but you know what I mean. And basically it caused the whole shaft of the joystick to break. And I remember very clearly my dad being rather annoyed at the sales person at Argos, where my C64 came from, saying, "This is broken, it's only a few weeks old," or something like that. So I seem to think they didn't even just replace just a joystick. Whoops. Pixel perfect jumping set. Hey Doug, hope you're well. Yeah, love the repaired C64. Did show some shots of it at the start of the stream. I will do so repeatedly, but this is my childhood C64. It's been with me now for almost 30 years, and yeah, it's all things considered, it's in pretty good condition. Sanzian did clean out what looked like a jam sandwich or similar residue. So I'm just playing through my very first game that I ever played on the C64, Flimbo's Quest from System 3. I actually quite like this game, and I just love the SID music. Who doesn't love SID music? You have to be a whole another kind of heartless to not like SID tunes, hey? Oh, there we go. There's the dude that we need to get. So I've just got to bear in mind this really is a pixel perfect platformer, typical Euro platformer in that regard, isn't it? So yeah, it's just wicked good to have this working again. I mean, to be fair, as I said at the start of the stream, it wasn't actually broken. It was just that I must have opened it up after checking that it worked about 10 years ago and put the LED cable on slightly incorrectly. And that meant that when I went to test it, because I didn't actually have at the time a display that could show RF, because that was the only way I could connect the C64, I wasn't able actually to verify that it worked. And so I took it down to Sanzian, and he very kindly took it apart, saw that what was wrong immediately with the LED, replaced that, and you know, put it on properly, and Bob's your uncle, it worked. And yeah, so he cleaned it all up, and it rides again. So hey Just 80, hope you're well. Found some suspicious red fluids. Yeah, that's correct. So I was shooting randomly there because the chat is just down to my right there, and I keep on dying if I don't keep an eye on. Oh, is that some more time or something I got there? Oh, I seem to have picked up a heart now, so I seem to have gone green. I don't know why. So let's see if we can find this dinosaur again. Oh, does that? Oh, I've got some kind of infinity thing. That's cool. Wicked. But yeah, so this is a very nostalgic game for me. Right. Obviously, when Flimbo is green, he's not invincible. Yeah, the sprites are great, aren't they, Nick? They really are. So, you know, I don't think this is actually such a bad game. I think this is actually a pretty good game. I know it's not. I think because it was bundled with a lot of C64s in the latter day, including mine, people just kind of overlook it, or it gets overshadowed by other games like Turrican and obviously Mayhem and Monsterland, which we will be playing later. And so they just kind of overlook it a bit. I'm going to ignore that. Oh, I see the hearts change colour, and that obviously gives you a different power up. Cool. Right, that's level completed. I'll just watch high-res overlay and seem twice. I don't know, actually, to be honest with you. I'm not overly au fait with the C64 hardware as much as I am with the Amiga. So, if anybody else knows in the chat, Phil said 2 multicoloured sprites, yeah. Do explain this, yeah. So Doug says that he owned one broken C64 8 months ago, and I don't know how you pause this game, so it does have a timer, but look, it's 14 minutes, so I'm just gonna move the chat so I can actually see it a bit more easily without having to look. There we go, that's better. So yeah, Doug owned a broken C64 8 months ago, and now owns 2 good ones, an SX64, 2 C128s, and 2 VIC-20s and a +4. That, yeah, you need to stop, Doug. That's an addiction right there. but a good addiction. You could be addicted to a lot worse in life. Me personally, I don't have the room for loads of systems, although I am virtually on the verge of buying a PC engine. I know. It had to happen. Right, that's the first scroll. So it's a wise idea to actually collect some of the coins in this game, because obviously it gives you money to spend in the shop for power-ups and health bonuses and all this kind of stuff. I remember playing, when I played this back in the day, I would have played this on RF. Oh, jeez. Think of the Amigas. Won't somebody think of the Amiga? Oh. Oh, I wonder if my joystick's playing up. No, my joystick is not playing up. Don't blame the tools, Vix. Don't blame the tools. The minute you start blaming the tools for why you're not able to make jumps is not good. So, there is nothing wrong with the zip stick. It's just my gameplay. I've got no lives left as well. How did I lose those already? Hey there, Raw. Flimbo's quest indeed, yes. It sure does look pretty on the C64, doesn't it, Nick? So, how many C64s do you have, Phil? Go on, try me. I'd love to know. Look at that little sun in the background as well, and how it's dithered by using the bright green. That's cool. Well, not dithered, anti-aliased. Get it right, Vix. You know about this stuff. So let's get this heart back to the shop. But yeah, I think this is a really pretty game. And Raw's right, yeah, parallax scrolling, yeah. You know, we've remarked on the parallax scrolling. It's easy to overlook. Oh no, rats, I'm dead. Must be a sneaky character set trick. Wow. When does collecting become hoarding? Who knows, Doug? Who knows? Not for me to say, is it? I like the high score table in this game as well. That's pretty cool, isn't it? So, okay, let's try again. Hope you're well though, Raw. It's nice to see you. So we're streaming from my actual Commodore 64, the one that I had 30 odd years ago. Yeah. Rest in peace indeed, Hazemaker. I like the fact that this actually does have the instructions at the start of the game, so nobody needs that cassette inlay anymore. I seem to think actually when I bought this, not when I bought the C64, because I didn't buy it, my parents bought it for me, which to this day I have no idea why I ended up with a C64. I never asked for one. I never even asked for anything computer related when I was younger, apart from a Game Boy. I remember asking for a Game Boy and I was told no because the games are too expensive. And then one day, I don't know how long it was between asking for a Game Boy and getting a Commodore 64. I came home one day and it must have been for my birthday. There was a C64 on my bed, brand new in box. And that C64 is the one that's right in front of me right now. But basically, Flimbo's Quest came on cartridge along with some other games. I think Fiendish Freddy's Circus or something like that, wasn't it? And Continental Circus from Taito. Not that it was done by Taito, but whoever converted it, so that racing game. And International Soccer, which, whilst I did try playing it, it was a bit lost to me. I'm not really into football. Sorry to sound like a stereotype, but just, football's never been my thing, really. Would occasionally watch the odd World Cup game at the pub, but I tend not to. Gets a bit... Don't get me wrong, I enjoy going to the pub, but it just gets a bit rowdy. And there's a football match on, for my tastes. Well, the dinosaur ain't going to be up there, is it? So let's be honest. Let's get some more coins. Fiendish Freddy's Big Top, that's the one. Thank you, Hayes. That's a kitty. You asked for a Game Boy as well and got a stereo. When you don't ever get a chance to use the machines you purchase, it's a sickness. Oh, Sabertooth. Hey, Sanzian, how are you doing? We've got it working. It's working. I've been singing your praises, man. I've been singing your praises. You can see I'm a little bit happy. I thought we'd start with the very first game that I ever played on a C64, Sanzian. And which was Flimbo's Quest. I think I have just about mastered the art of the SD to IEC, so I hope you're well. I appreciate you joining us this evening, because I know that you're mega busy this week. So, but yeah, I'm just so excited to have the C64 all working. It's great to have it. It really is, and thank you so much for your generosity with the SD to IEC and the video cable. It's you know, it's deeply appreciated, and I only hope I can repay you back someday for it. So the high score tune is awesome, isn't it, Hazemaker? Sorry, I'm for me, the Last Ninja series and Guiana Sisters. Oh, that's a good shout, Guiana Sisters, yeah, and the Last Ninja. I did enjoy those games. I think his name's Jamie Maxwell. He's done a really awesome Last Ninja 2 theme tune mix. It's acoustic guitar, but it's brilliant. It really is. Check out his YouTube channel. I think it's just Jamie Maxwell. So, play the unofficial C64 Mario game. I might just have that. We will crack that out, so we'll get banned from YouTube, but hey, it'll be worth it. Sanji asked for a pair of roller skates and got a Spectrum. Gosh, now that's a turning point if I ever heard of one, so... I won't get a Super Skull. What's that? I think that's a weapon power-up. I don't know what that is. I think that's a time power-up, and you can buy the next scroll for 400, so... Should we try that? Okay, and then we'll leave the shop. Oh, that was close. Oh, there's the flashing enemies. So that's the one with the next scroll. That was pretty easy. Let's go back to the shop. Okay. Oh, SE. I wonder what the next letter will be. I wonder if the programmer's had a little bit of a childish titter by having the next scroll to be X. It's possible, isn't it? Oh, got those coins already. Yeah, some games are just much better on the C64 compared to their Amiga counterparts. I would definitely class Flimbo's Quest as one of them. I also really quite enjoyed Clax on the C64, but there again, I don't think I've ever played it on the Amiga. Creatures was another great C64 version. Yeah, you're right, Phil. Oh, sorry about the squeaky zipstick. I will sort it out, sorry. Didn't yeah, the jam sandwich, yes. I've been talking about the jam sandwich, yeah, so... Oh, I'm on the big telly. Oh, thanks, Matthew. Geezer Diamond in the chat, so... Oh, enjoyed your video last night, that was good. I had just finished doing that impromptu... Oh, there's the next one. I just finished doing my impromptu Deluxe Paint Come Drawing stream last night, and your tweet came through just at the right time, so I enjoyed eating my chicken chasseur whilst... Oh, rats. How did I die there? Oh, I've got rubbish weapon again now, so I enjoyed your attic tour. The wood pigeon was good for a laugh. Right, let's go and return this heart back to the shopkeeper. I've got a really cool, funny WD-40. Oof. I think this needs a good dose of WD-40 and then some. I mean, to be fair, this dipstick has been in my possession for as long as I've had an Amiga, which is 26 years this year, so... Oh, actually, that's the shop there, isn't it? So, you know... I treat the old girl with a bit of respect. Oh, no! There he was. I forgot they come out those doors. That always used to get me when I was younger as well. Oh no, man. I think we might be dying on stage 2 again here. Oh, a retro dinner to have a retro vid. Yeah, definitely. Although I had it with rice, not mashed potato. There's that wonderful Sid tune for the high score screen. You think it needs some... I can't believe it's not butter. If we're going retro, it needs some Vitalite. Who remembers Vitalite? They had that brilliant advert music, didn't they? It was... oh, what was the name of that track? The Israelites, wasn't it? But they remixed it for Vitalite. But anyway, sorry. Yeah, toast rack hidden in the box. Yeah, definitely. That was a bit of a find, wasn't it? Right, so looking for the dinosaur. Not going to die this time because, you know, obviously I've got my gameplay foibles sorted out now. So I thought some of the games we could play tonight were Parallax, some Mayhem and Monsterland, which I have never ever played. I remember reading about it in Commodore format, but not long after that I switched over to the Amiga, and the rest, they say, is history. I thought we could also do some Sam's Journey, maybe also some Super Mario 64. Yeah, so it's all good. Can't believe it's not an Amiga. I know, I'm in shock as well, so... But, you know, once a Commodore kid, always a Commodore kid, I guess. Oh, I shot the heart thing. That was clever of me. So you can shoot your power-ups as well. So System 3 did lots of other really cool games. They obviously were behind the Last Ninja series as well. And they also did Putty, which I actually quite enjoyed on the Amiga, actually. I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, and the controls can be a bit peculiar, but that's another good System 3 game. Ooh. Right, there's our flashing dinosaur. We've got Rodman as well. Yes, that's true, Sanjin. Yeah, we're going to do some Rodman. Mayhem is so hard. Oh, we're going to find that out, aren't we? Geezer Diamond, so we are going to find that out. Oh, there's the next dude. Going to try and get a bit more money just to get that power up. Oh, I see that I've got an infinity thing. The other one that I thought might be quite cool to play, which is a little bit obscure, was one of the Hanna-Barbera games for the C64, which was Rough and Ready. Almost said Rough and Tumble there. Rough and Ready. And it came out on high-tech software, is it? Is it high-tech? I forget the name of them now. Maybe I'm thinking of those cheap trainers. Oh, I need a bit more money for that. I want to get the weapon power up because that was quite good actually. So, I'm looking for a snail. Ooh. Okay, I've got enough for the power up now. Let's get that. Not very good for. I'm not very good with up for jump either, to be honest with you. I think owing to the fact that when I'm playing on, I'll be honest with you, I do tend to play the SNES and the Mega Drive more for games, generally speaking, than a PlayStation, obviously. And so getting used to up for jump has been a bit of a struggle for me. But I have to say that up for jump on a joystick is much more natural to me than up for jump on a joypad. Just purely because it's muscle memory. Even though that muscle memory is donkey's years old now, I do find that naturally I just find with a joystick I gravitate towards up for jump. So Putty was the first game that you played, Phil, and Geezer Diamond says great game. It was a great game, yeah. Yeah, up for jump. City and Sweep. Yeah. Now, is there a City and Sweep game for the C64? Because if there is, I'm all over that. So, yeah, it is a bit like F-Zero on the SNES. That's a really good shout. Hadn't thought of that. Yeah, now you say it, it does sound very familiar. I hadn't thought of that. I do like F-Zero. I do like it, giving that a little blast. F-Zero is one of those games that if I just want a bit of a quick blast on something, I will play F-Zero. Or many other games. I mean, I'll give Sonic a quick blast. Or what else will I play for a quick blast on the... just trying to think now, actually. Obviously not one of the JRPGs. You won't find me just banging out half an hour's worth of Chrono Trigger. Rough and Ready by High Tech. You've got it on tape. So have I. So have I, Sansian. But obviously tonight I won't be playing it on tape, but I do have it on tape. Also, Yogi Bear's Great Escape. That was another one by High Tech Software, so... You're sure there is. I'm going to track it down. I'm going to track it down, Sansian, the City and Sweep games, so... Yeah, okay, cool. I'm guessing you must get a bonus for... Okay, there's the next scroll. You might actually complete this stage this time. I found a really good video a year or two ago all about how they did retro video game graphics. I'm sure you all know him. It's David Murray, the 8-bit guy. He did a really good video all about how they did retro video game graphics. And there's 2 episodes. There's one that's about the NES, the Nintendo Entertainment System, and the C64, I think, from memory. And then there's one which is all about the Apple II and... I want to say the Atari, but I'm probably wrong about that. The Atari 8-bits, that is. I might be wrong though. But that's a video well worth watching, and it's really interesting how C64 graphics actually worked with the multicolour mode and so forth. This is why this weapon power-up is actually quite a good thing, because I can get these fish. Oh, and I've just fallen down the hole because... And straight away, oh no. Come on, Vix. Right, we need some money to get that weapon power-up. Can't believe I lost 2 lives in quick succession. Oh, I hate this crappy weapon. Did you hear that spring twang there? Or whatever it is. Man, that was loud. It may already be on the SD card. I will look for it then, Sansian. So I think what we'll do is, I'm just going to check what the time is. Oh, it's already 8:30. Crikey. So, let's get that weapon power up if we can. Yeah, I can't believe it's already 8:30. So we're gonna, after this life is gone, I'm gonna start another game, I think. Oh, I shot that. That's rubbish. I love how generous they are with the timer on this game. I've got 10 minutes to go. Right, sometimes those tall guys come out of those bits in the background, so... Big Guy has so many good videos, you're right. So, oh, thanks for the confirmation, Sabertooth Barnacle. Really appreciate that. So we will look out for that. Let's find the snail with the flashing snail. Oh, there it is. I should have got the weapon power up actually, because I have enough money for it. Oh, no worry, Matt. Thanks for dropping in. It's very kind of you to pop in and see us. So, hope you have a great rest of your evening. Dig Dug. Yeah, that's a good go-to game as well, isn't it? Dig Dug. Doug likes Dig Dug. It goes with the territory, doesn't it? So, but I agree, that's a good choice. Now, is a tall dude gonna crawl out of there? You just never know. That weapon power-up is actually really super useful. Because it allows me to basically shoot across the whole screen. Oh, that's not the one. Oh, just a coin. Oh, there he is. Have I got these coins already? Oh no, it's not one. There's no coins to be had there. The enemies do respawn in this game as well, so you just have to be a little bit careful, obviously, especially with those fish, because they could just reactivate and catch you out. Certainly catch me out. I'm just intent on showing you the next stage if I can. Oh, got to get another one. Okay. Let's hope we manage it. Chances are it's over here. But yeah, wicked Sid tunes in the background. There it is. Let's get the dude with the tall dudes. Thanks for dropping in, Matt. Very much appreciated. So, but yeah, the 8-Bit Guy is one of my favourite YouTubers. He's just very interesting. It's nice to hear from, I mean, a bit like Doug, 10 Minute Amiga Retrocast. It's nice to hear the American perspective on Commodore, being as obviously Commodore was American or US. So let's see if how far we get in the next stage, and then we'll flip to the next game. So. There's a really good mega version of Dig Dugs on BBC Micro called Mr. E. Don't think I played that one, sounds in. So I hope you're enjoying the stream so far, guys. I know that I am. I mean, what is there not to like about it? It's C64. It's parallax scrolling. It's colourful. And the sprites are awesome, so I love how they've got the little cyan tone here for the rocks. One of the things that I never appreciated about the C64 when I was younger was actually the colours were just the 16 colours. You didn't get any more. It was just the 16 colours, and my hat goes off to the devs and a pixel artist that made the most of the colour palette, because that's just so good. I always found that the C64 had quite pastel colours as well. Where's the shop? There it is. I thought I turned his scroll. Oh, bag and bully, handy. So, oh no, dead. Yeah. What's the next game? Yeah. Oh, so Sarah Jane's finished it. Oh wow, that sounds amazing. I've been following her tweets about that, so you'll probably be the first to stream it. Oh wow, okay. See what we can do. See what we can do. So what will be the next game? Let's just flick over to here. Okay, so what will be the next game? Let's see if we can get hold of Sarah Jane Avery's new shmup. Oh, I don't have a Max keyboard here. There with. I'm just going to download it. But I think oh no, that's not how you search, is it? But I'll download it and we'll see what we can do. There she is. Neutron, awesome. Download now. Name your price. Oh, so $10. Oh, not 700. I love your game, Sarah, but I don't think I can quite stretch to $700 tonight. So, okay. God, this is fun, isn't it? Oh, actually, you don't get to see my. Sorry, I thought you could all see my screen. Not that it matters. I was just thinking, hang on a minute, I'm logging into PayPal here. Will that reveal the hacker's paradise, though? Oh, it's a CRT file, and you don't think you'll be able to load it, so... Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to get hold of it anyway, because it's worth doing, so, yeah. So what's the flash cart then? So yeah, it's a donation. But I think she's put so much hard work into this. It deserves the donation. So yeah. Okay, I've downloaded it. So, and I will learn how to use it. So cool. Maybe I don't know. I'm going to need you guys to help me with that one probably. So what will be the next game? So let's have a look. Let's just reboot here. Where's the power switch? There it is. There you go. Reboot accomplished. Let's just reset that. Right. I was saying earlier on that I am... oh god, I can't even read the screen here at the minute. Bear with. I don't know why we flipped to basically having me full screen, but anyway, what else? So load, start. I'm still getting used to the keyboard layout again on the C64 sounds in. Oh, that's cool, Rob. That's very kind of you. So, oh, it's a cartridge ROM image. Oh, I see. Ah, brilliant. Wonder Boy, now there's a good shout. Sam's Journey seems a bit Wonder Boyish if you ask me, so... What I'll probably do, Santin, is I'll send you, I guess, a CRT image if you don't, or whatever it is. And see if we can convert it for another stream, because obviously I'm going to definitely be doing some more C64 soon, So I want to share another game. Wonder Boy is a good shout. We will see if we can get to that. But I wanted to look at another game that I bought very early on. Well, it seemed early on, but maybe it wasn't. But certainly one of the ones that I purchased early on, which was DJ Puff in something could the other land. So there we go. and it's a Codemaster sort of budget game, so let's just flick this back to full screen. There we go. Cool, so that's loading, so hum your favourite tune now. No Jiffy bags handy, oh dear. Nightmare, just kidding, it's awful. It lives up to its name then, in other words, Phil. Right, let's just move the Mac keyboard out of the way again. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, DJ Puff, again I bought this on tape. There used to be, I'm going to get a drink in a minute and I will gas on about this in a minute, so. Yeah, same here Phil, I've got it on cassette, so yeah. I've not played this game for, well, 25 plus years, so, well, pretty much like most of the things that we can be playing tonight, if I've played them at all, so. So, the good thing about this is that we don't have to, well, in theory, hope that the tape actually loads, although that doesn't look great, does it really? Oh, no, we're good. No trainers. That's alright. Oh, look at that crap. Derbyshire Ram. Is that? Gives you DJ Puff Volcanic Capers. On 24th of June 1992. Oh, I love it. All the greets. Oh. There you go, spacebar. Oh, there we go. Oh, this brings some memories back. Yeah. Ooh, look how colourful it is. So, coded by Duncan Scott Kershaw, Mr. S of that. Written by Reflected Lines or Press. Oh, that music. Yeah. So this is very much in the vein of like CJ's Elephant Antics. Right, it's a similar game to that. Now, I don't know what's down here, but we'll have a look. So it's almost like the reverse of the opening stage of CJ's Elephant Antics. Ooh, bombs. Well, take that. I'm guessing that you might have to, I don't know, down and fire or something to fire those. But yeah, this was a game I remember going to. There used to be a little computer shop in Barnstaple, which is, I'm not originally from Devon, but I grew up, well, originally, oh, man, so that, okay, so he's a guy that could do with a bomb by the looks of it, so. No, don't you kill me. I've got to work out how you do bombs. Hold down fire, no. Don't jump there though, Vix. I've just got to work out how you do bombs. Ah, yeah, it is down and fire. Yeah, I thought it might be. It's just a bit particular how it does it. Do you just press? Oh, it's just down. Okay, great. So I've almost used up. Oh, no, no. Crash into Imhotep there. Well, it's not Imhotep. Well, Imhotep is down below. For those of you who enjoyed Look Around You. Oh, rats. DJ Puff's Volcanic something something. Yeah, that's about it. Volcanic Capers apparently, so there used to be this little computer shop in Barnstaple. As I say, I'm not originally from North Devon or Devon, we used to go in there after catching the bus. I used to go into town with Mum mostly, and oh, there's spikes there. Okay, don't land on spikes. They're bad for your health. Okay, I'm getting nailed here, aren't I? Game over. Woohoo! Well, yeah, New Zealand story was good in the C64 as well, so yeah, kind of from Devon. We moved to Devon in 1988, and I moved away in 2001, I think. It was either 2001 or 2002. I forget now. And no, it was 2002. I do remember, because it was the year because I deferred going to university for a year, and I went when I was 19 to uni rather than 18. So yes, I spent my sort of formative years, shall we say, in Devon. Oh, that's a bit unfair. Typical Codemasters budget platforming there. Die. There you go. But anyway, there used to be this tiny little computer shop in Barnstaple. It's really rather good. Ran by a guy with a moustache, and downstairs was all of the 8-bit stuff. Should have just shot my boomerang there. And yeah, he I'm not doing very well at this, am I? Learn some patience, I think, is going to be the order of the day with this one. Ooh. Okay, yeah, almost dead again. Watch, look around you again. That's what amazing stuff it is, isn't it? I love both series of Look Around You. I'm not necessarily scientifically inclined or whatever, but yeah, it's good fun. Yeah, he could be. Yeah, Phil, you're quite right. A dragon DJing probably. Oh, it's probably not great for the old health and safety. I'm dead already. It has been a while since I played this game. It's probably a health and safety hazard generally, and as you say, it's probably not going to do much for the vinyl, is it? Let's be honest. But yeah, Look Around You is fantastic. So I think my favourite episode of the second series, because that's when I seem to remember more of. I remember the calcium pilot, and was maths another one of the episodes? Ah. Okay, dead already. Oh yeah, okay, got him. And you also had. Okay, that doesn't seem quite fair. Let's get down here. There we are. Fans. You know it's Antian. Thanks, Ants. Fans. But yeah, my favourite one of the second series. I mean, obviously there's the computers one, which is rather funny because you've got. I'm trying to remember the comedian's name. Sometimes, occasionally appears on Steve Wright's show on Radio 2. I'm showing my age there. Well, let's face it, if I got this Commodore 64 when I was 7 years old, and that was, almost 30 years ago, I think we can match up the rest. Okay, thank you very much. I see your tasty pineapple there, and I refuse it, so... And, sorry, this is really just starting to chat. I just got into the game a bit here, haven't I? Can I actually jump over those spikes? Let's give it a go. Woohoo! Go, DJ. Rock that party. Uh-oh, this doesn't look good. Oh, of all You've lost Series 2 now. So, anyway, my favourite episode from Series 2 is the food one. Mostly because it contains the casserole place. The automated casserole place. Oh, it cracks me up all the time. Clive Pounds unfortunately died due to a wasp sting to his anus. Budget titles, fair collision detection is extra. You're absolutely right, Rob. Absolutely right. So... Musical vegetables, yeah, that's right. That was the food episode, and then I think they had the the human dustbin, didn't they? The human dustbin that basically ate whatever was going, and he actually ate some of the vegetables at the end. But yeah, it's absolutely classic. Also the bit with Nick Frost at the end where he's got his Hot John sandwich board or placard, and where they go to ask him, so what does Hot John mean, and then the audio cuts out at that particular point. But it's just one of those epic British comedies, really, isn't it? Peter Serafinowicz, Olivia Colman, who else have we got in there? You've got Mark Heap, isn't it? He's in there. Yeah, it's basically, and also Simon Pegg does make a little bit of an appearance. It's like a space reminiscence package almost in some respects, without Dwayne Bensley though. So yeah, way up there in terms. I remember watching Look Around You for the first time when I was at uni, actually. So yeah, rather good game. A game series. So the idea of this is you've got to collect these records, I think, to complete the level. But this does share a lot of similarities with games like CJ's Elephant Antics, and sadly a lot of blind jumps. You know, like that. You know, how you're meant to know what's below is just a matter of guesswork with these games, really. See if we can get this dude here. So yeah, I used to go and buy my games at a little independent store in Barnstaple. It used to be, I forget what the little pedestrian precinct was called, but all the 8-bit games were downstairs, and then upstairs was all the 16-bit stuff. So, which was, it was a great little shop, and you'd go in there, there'd be all the wire racks with all of the 8-bit titles on: Spectrum, Amstrad, C64. I don't remember any Atari 8-bit. I think it was a bit too late for that by the time I was buying games, probably. So yeah, it was all there. So if I remember right, this is a bit of a tough bit. I've got to time this right. Oh no. I'm dead. Yeah, you're right, Hazemaker. It's just identical to CJ's Elephant Antics. It's probably the same game engine as a True Snow. But yeah, CJ's Elephant Antics. The only reason I'm not playing that tonight is because I actually played the Amiga version on the stream probably about a month or two ago, and I just fancied something different. And I just distinctly remember playing this and buying this from that little computer shop in Barnstaple. So lots of old memories there. So yeah, that's why we're playing this. Not because it's, I mean, it's quite a good game, but it's definitely one of those games that you just remember the pitfalls to, and hope for the best, really. But yeah, quite a tough platformer, really. But I love the graphics, actually, and the in-game music is great. So, let's get the. I don't know how it would go down these days, because obviously I forget what their proper their proper name is. You know, the Easter Island heads. They've got a particular name, haven't they? They're not Imhoteps, obviously. But I wonder how it would go down these days, showing sort of essentially red Indians throwing arrows at you today in a computer game that's ostensibly on Easter Island. Probably not very well. At least your main attack has a reasonable distance in this game. You don't have to get ludicrously close to the enemy. Oh, that was close. Cute main sprite. It is a really cute main sprite, isn't it? So I love his little dragon wings. So right, let's see if we can get him this time. I really don't want to go to an island though that has snails that can throw bombs at you. I wonder if there's... Ah, there you go. We get rid of this dude by... Make it... Right, okay. Can I make this jump this time? Yay, I can. Let's get that dude. Oh, and there's a... There we go. I've got to get back out again. Woohoo! We've done it. Right. Death jump ahead. This is level on the CJ. It pretty much is, isn't it? Uh-oh. 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 Almost died again there. And I did die again there. Game over. Right, we'll give this one more go. But I have to say I'm enjoying this immensely. Oh, I seem to have done some fire there. How did I do that? Maybe... Oh, I think maybe before you get the bombs, I think DJ Puff in the house belches fire instead, so... Doug says, why do so many of these platform games have snails friendlies? Is it a British thing? I don't recommend use. Well, quite. That's a very good point, Doug. It does seem to be a very British thing, doesn't it? Maybe it was, I don't know. I'm not sure what it is. But yeah, you're right. They do seem to have a lot of snails for antagonists. I mean, obviously Flimbo's Quests had them. CJ's Elephant Antics had them, I think. Mostly because the first level is supposedly set in Paris, but... or France, rather more generically. Oh, I can't get him down there. Are the snails not armed? Well, they are in this game. They've got bombs. They obviously got fed up of being stepped on the garden path. I like when CJ, not CJ, Freudian slip there. I love it when DJ, and we were basically one consonant away from being the same game, aren't we? CJ, DJ. What happened to EJ? Wuff. You know? Did it just not get released? Did Codemasters get too obsessed with their Aladdin video enhancer? And forget to release EJ's... Well, they've already done it elephant, so what else begins with E, animal-wise? Can't think of anything else animal-wise that begins with an E. EJ's Aardvark Antics? Oh, no. So, BJ. Yeah, there probably was an earlier game called BJ, but it just wasn't... It wasn't within my reach on that wire rack at the game store. I couldn't quite reach that high. I probably asked my mum, what's these foil-wrapped games at the top of the shelf here? BJ's Elephant Antics. That just sounds so wrong. Sorry, this is meant to be a family-friendly streaming service. Right. We are clearly getting a little bit better at this game because I've only lost 1 life so far, whereas in my first attempt at this I lost about 5 lives in the space of about 4 seconds. Must be killing snails, you're right, yeah. No, we've never had a problem with snails. I just guessed that we're not overly fond of eating them, so... Je n'aime pas les escargots. Je déteste... parce que si je veux manger les escargots... c'est très grave, je crois. Sorry, I don't mean to talk French in streams. Oh, thank you, Trider Waves on. Nice of you to drop by. Just saying that you enjoyed the Doodles Paint comparison video. Enjoyed it immensely. Have you tried Sam's Journey and Still Ready to see Season 4? Both are friggin' amazing. We are going to be playing some Sam's Journey. Thank you for joining us this evening. I hope you enjoyed that death jump there. I'm playing one of my games that I remember buying when I was a wee nipper. Oh, that was a well-timed jump, wasn't it? Let's get rid of this snail. Don't know what I'm trying. Let's just get down here and be done with it. Yeah, I'm really glad you enjoyed the Do Let's Paint video. It's a video that I've been wanting to make for a long time, and one that I felt was really overdue. If you want to follow more good, serious Amiga content, do check out 10-Minute Amiga Retrocast's channel. He's in the chat at the minute. And where are the spikes? Okay. Oh no, I'm dead. I've actually quite enjoyed playing DJ Puff, actually, to be honest with you. I think I could get back into the swing of that with a bit more practice. Just those death jumps. It's typical Euro platformer material, that, isn't it? Death jumps. So I never know the wire rack and just make a revy now, yeah. So what should we play next? So let's just flick over. So that was DJ Puff. So I'm just going to go and get myself another drink. So okay, just bear with, guys, and we'll be right back. So enjoy the ocean loader. It somewhat looks like we might have had a nice sunset here this evening that I just completely missed. It just looks so dark looking out of the side window in my front room, so I just assumed it was like that everywhere. So how are we doing? No worries, Doug, it's my pleasure. Oh good, so you do follow Amiga Bill as well and the Amigos. Oh well, we're all in good company here. So I obviously the Amiga is my first love and my general retro computer platform of choice, I guess. These days I use an Apple Macintosh as my main system, much to Doug's consternation. If you've seen his recent AGA video that he did about a week or so ago. But when it comes to retro computing, yes, the Amiga is my choice. But we're streaming from my Amiga 600, stream from my childhood Commodore 64 here. Sanjin, who is in the chat, the future is 8-bit, he very kindly fixed my Commodore 64. Didn't need a great deal of fixing, but he also cleaned it up very nicely and very kindly donated to me this SD2IEC device. So this Commodore 64 has been with me for almost 30 years, so which is pretty cool. So yes, where do we go from here? This needs some flashing border colours. It does. Here came a smiley face. Well, there you go. Quick, somebody put a whoopee cushion on the chair while she's gone. Good shout, Doug. Right. Okay. So next game. Let's have a look. So let's just power cycle, and we'll switch back to C64. Let's see what we've got. Actually, I can do it from here. Oh, no. Still getting used to the keyboard layout again after all these years. Oh. There we are. IKEA phone stand, you know it, Sabertooth Barnacle. So, yeah, it's all the modern tech here, C64, £1 IKEA phone stand, It's just that, unfortunately, to keep an eye on the chat, because obviously when I'm playing these games, I'm looking at the device, in this case the Commodore 64 full screen, so I can't actually follow the chat, so I use my phone to follow the chat, so in effect I'm kind of watching the stream at the same time, so, but, oh well, at least I know that it's working, so, hey Mad Pete, hope you're well. Nice of you to pop in. You've been watching the Cloanto video which Stephen Jones has done, so yeah, I want to check that out too. So my plan tonight is, guys, to wrap this up at 10 o'clock. One, because I need to cook my dinner, and two, because I want to watch that Cloanto video. So let's see what we've got here. Let's crack on. So yeah, we're just doing some C64 stuff. So thanks for popping in. So what have we got here? I'm gonna do. Let's go left field. Let's go with some Rough and Ready, because I remember this from when I was little, and we used to load this from tape. Oh, don't spoil it for me, Doug. Don't spoil the Cloanto video, even if nothing new was revealed. I mean, to be honest with you, as my opinions about all of this stuff are pretty well known. I'm just interested personally in... Oh, look at those loading graphics. High-tech software. I'm just interested in these systems for what they were and what they were and are to me. Kind of, sounds a bit selfish, but I don't mean it quite like that. But basically, if they manage to revive the Amiga and people buy loads of them, and it's successful commercially, great. I really have no problems with that at all. But my days of hoping for the Amigas to come back are long gone, and I just enjoy what these machines are now, and that's playing games on them, and it's making artwork on them. It's just a break away from modern computing, really, to be honest with you. So nothing puts a smile bigger on my face than using these old systems, really. So needs a bit more investigation. Oh, well, thanks, Sansi, that's really cool. I guess there's a good reason why it's a cartridge game. Is it because of making full use of the 64K memory map, I guess, or something like that, maybe? Or because I'm guessing if it's a D64 image, it's... I'm not, like I say, my knowledge of C64 hardware is a bit not like my knowledge of the Amiga's hardware, so but I assume it's to do with memory, as these things usually are, or maybe it's got some bank switching hardware and some, not hardware, but you know, properties inside of the cartridge image, say. Quanto spoilers, next year Amiga Forever 2020 comes out as another 30 quid. I think you should go down the bookies with that one, Hazemaker. No, it's for a 16K. Oh, I see. Okay, yeah. Okay, no spoilers. Both Super Mario, so it's quite enjoyable to watch. Well, I'm going to watch it whilst I make my dinner later on. So, this theme tune brings back a lot of memories. Yeah. Sometimes, just like the Amiga, I would fire up games and just listen to the music on them. Right. Now, this is another pixel perfect platformer with fire for jump. Who'd have thunk it? Oh, it's flip screen. I forgot about that. Yeah. With potential death hazards. Ugh. So I think the main thing is I can't really remember what the object of this game is, to be honest with you. So I don't think you can damage the enemies. I think you can only avoid them. Oh, I've got to get that bit of space debris up there, I think. Oh. Okay. It's quite nice animation though in this game. Okay. It's just timing. It's like the secret of comedy. Timing. I have no idea if I'm playing this right. It's been a long time since I played this game. But again, it moves at a good rate. It's smooth scrolling. Ah. Game over. Is that a Pokeball? Well, it does look a bit like it, doesn't it? So, that is a ton of enemies, yeah. Adds tint control, yeah. Twilight, the software dev says, did Mega Twins, Banana Brothers and Alpha Chicken. Well, that's interesting. I didn't know that, Zanzian. Loving the knowledge there. That's brilliant. I don't know that I've ever played Alpha Chicken, though. Although I hear it's pretty standard platformer fare for the Amiga. I mean, maybe people like Alpha Chicken, but I've heard a lot of people say it's a bit boring. Okay. I must admit, I thought those bouncing things were the space debris that you're trying to pick up, but obviously not. Did that last time, didn't I? But yeah, I used to play this game quite a lot with my brothers, so... That was close. This is Yogi Bear's Great Escape, so... High-Tech did some great and supported C64 right to the end. That's cool. That's also good knowledge. I suppose because I... Oh, no. Don't do that. Yeah, they did some... I think they did alright, actually. I mean... Okay, up there. Oh, we got here before, didn't we, I think? Oh, that's right. We've got to get that little orange bit down in the bottom right hand corner there to... No. Yeah, we've got to get that little orange bit there to disappear, I think is the main thing. Oh man, can you crouch in this game? You also did Yogi Bear. I thought they might have done so. Yeah, Alfred Chicken's got nice graphics. I just don't know whether the gameplay's all that great, so... There's a Nintendo this thing. Yeah, Yogi Bear's Great Escape is probably the one of the two that we played the most. But I just thought of this after all those years and thought, well, why not? It's nice graphics, really. I think, you know. I certainly think they're pretty good. I've got a nice cartoonish vibe. Ooh. Oh, jeez. There we go. Got it. I just wish this was a smooth scroller, really. That's the only thing. Was Yogi Bear a smooth scroller, or did that flip screens as well? I can't remember now. Yogi Bear's Great Escape. I seem to think that was flip screen as well, but my memory might be doing me a disservice there. Atom Ant was also a great one as well. I remember seeing it on the back of the cassette sleeve, actually. Yogi Bear's Great Escape on the Amiga. Weird game. I never even knew that that came out for the Amiga. Tried a wave sod. It's always interesting when you find out something. Oh no. Came out for a system that you had no idea that it came out for. No. Does that mean that I can now get down into the exit? No. So what do I do then? Do I have to collect all the stuff? This is the problem. I would remember how to play this game all those years ago, but now, heaven knows. These were in sync a minute ago, and now they're all out of whack. Huh. Yeah, if anybody can remember how you play this one, do let me know. So, IK Plus is another great one, isn't it? There's just so many great games for the C64. I could be here all night playing it. Which really wouldn't be the end of the world. Oh, man. Okay, I think we're going to swiftly move on. I'm going to remember how you play this game, and we're going to do it in a later stream. So, next note, power cycle. Load. Oh. Device not present. Oh, I've got to reset. Whoops, forget that. Run. I had some problems earlier on Santian, and it turned out I didn't have the SD card plugged in properly. I was about to message you saying, it doesn't work, it stopped working, and then I realised I didn't plug it in properly. Have you tried plugging it in properly? Horizontal scroller. Ah, interesting. Yes. So, what should we play now? Let's just do something a bit different from platforms. We'll go for Parallax, and then we'll finish off with Sam's Journey or something like that. So, Rainbow Islands. Oh, maybe we could do Rainbow Islands. Let's do a bit of Parallax, then we'll do Rainbow Islands. I think the C64 has got quite a decent version of Rainbow Islands. Not as good as the Amiga version. Not as good as the PC Engine version, as I found out, thanks to Tim. So, another rabbit hole ahead. So, yeah. Yeah, so we're going to do a bit of Parallax. We're going to do a bit of shmup. Shmup fun, and then we'll do some Rainbow Islands to wrap up the stream. I've really enjoyed doing the C64 stream tonight, guys. It's been super to get this all up and running again. Thanks so much to Sandy and the Future is 8-bit in the chat, you know, with his generosity and everything. It's, you know, this is really important to me, and, you know, to be able to still have my childhood C64 is pretty special. So don't mean in a gloaty way whatsoever. It's not some quest for authenticity or anything like that. It's just super pleased to still have this with me after all these years. So don't play the game, just sit back and listen to music. Galway at his best. Yeah, Martin Galway, what a composer. Really knew how to get the best out of the C64's SID chip. One of my favourite. That's why I wanted to go for the Ocean Loader for the intro music, and the general music for the this video. So yeah. Ooh, it's all good. Ocean presents sensible software production. I wonder what happened to those guys. Visual stimulation, John Hare. Oral stimulation, Martin Galway. In. Oh, what an introduction. I hope just to warn you, if you are of a nervous disposition or you suffer from epilepsy, look away 5 minutes ago. Whoa. Your bestest score. Right, okay, I'm a real hero. Right, let's switch to full screen. Oh, I'm gonna get killed if I don't get this switched over quickly. There we go. Yeah, I do need... Yeah, I was saying I... Oh, whoops. What have I done there? Oh. What have I done? Ah, okay. Yeah, I do need to get an Epic's fast load. I was saying that at the start of the stream that I need to... okay, cool. It's been a while since I played this as well, so... how am I entering that? Am I holding... Am I being really stupid here? Oh, maybe... Let's take some... Oh, of course, yeah. I remember how you play this now, I think. Whoops. Sorry. Idiot. It's been a long time since I played Parallax, that's for sure. I should have this on tape upstairs somewhere. I seem to think this wasn't a game that I actually bought. This was a game that was donated from my cousins. Oh, I seem to... I could do with some ammo, actually. Ugh. So, yeah, it's a bit of a weird one, but yeah, just to get used to this again, it's been a little while. But obviously this game sort of gives its name, gives its namesake to, yeah. Oh, I've rejuvenated, obviously. Don't seem to be moving. Where's that? Where have I got to? I need to actually read up on how to play this again. It's been so long that I feel that I'm not doing this game much justice at the minute. I used to play this for hours though, so, but to be fair, that was 25 plus years ago, so it's been a while. I love the little shadow as well, that's great. The little ship's shadow and everything, so super cool. Oh. I don't... No, stay aboard. Yeah, not doing as much justice, am I? Yeah, I am too low, aren't I? Yeah, I remember how... Yeah. It's coming back to me slowly, Sanji, and I do apologise. It's been a while. When I next do a Commodore 64 stream, I'll have done some practice for parallax, because I must admit I just tested that this loaded and was rather hoping that my memory would remind me how to play this. And we've definitely seen today that that's not the case. Oh dear. There we go. But yeah, this is... But yeah, that little shadow there is... Oh, stay on. Oh. Because I've landed on there, isn't it? It's just so nicely done, that little shadow there, so... I get a feeling because I want to refresh my memory of how to play Parallax properly and decently for the stream. I'm going to quit this one soon. But yeah, I was saying that I'm going to get the fast loader, the Epic's fast loader, and yeah, we'll be up and running in seconds for these games, won't we? It'll make a big difference. So, ooh. When you go, it's standard kit. Okay, we'll do. Well, let's land. Oh, land. No. Oh, seem to be flying around endlessly now. Stop. Can't actually get it. Ultrafire's not on, is it? No. Yeah, I'm gonna have to refresh my memory on this one, aren't I? But yeah, I need that standard kit. Yeah, that does ring some bells. Oh. Yeah, I'm making a hash of this, so I think we'll... Evening, Mauro, hope you're well. Yeah, I'm gonna swat up on Parallax to do a better job of it next time, so that was a bit rubbish, wasn't it? Your gear is up, yeah. I need to refresh my memory, don't I? So this game is too complicated. Yeah, there's lots of things that I've forgotten, so let's play something that we know and love. I might just do a little bit of Mayhem in Monsterland and then do some Rainbow Ones to wrap up with. There we go. Okay, space. See, these are instructions I need to work out. Hope you're well, Mauro. Yeah, I'm so impressed with what the C64 can do all these years later as well, Doug. It's an amazing system that, you know, is... still gives a lot of fun to so many people. So let's go in here. There we are. Just go with that one. Yeah, I certainly need to swat up those instructions. I just tested it loading. I thought, great, I remember how to play this when I was 11 years old. Was it the last game you bought, Phil? Wow. I remember reading about it in Commodore format and thinking, wow, that looks amazing. But not long after Commodore format serialised, was it Apex Design that did this? I actually bought an Amiga, so I pretty much packed up the C64 almost straight away, and very rarely did it get used after that. So, to be honest with you, this is the first time this Commodore 64 has probably been switched on for more than half an hour in 26, 27 years. So yeah. Hey Arrow42, hope you're well. Apex Computer Production, you posted most straight to Apex Computer Productions, yeah. Yeah, this is where I need this Epic's fast load, I think. Woo. Get your glow sticks out, kids. There's something I don't miss. Oh, another great crack show. Look at those colours at the top there. Spacebar? Yep. Yeah, I hope you're doing well, Arrow 42. We'll just loading Jellyland. Woohoo! Yeah, I bet you was blown away, Mauro. Compared to the VIC-20, the C64 was a mind-blowing leap, so... The stream is going really well, actually, apart from a really bad attempt at parallax. I've clearly forgotten how to load it. We've had some DJ Plus Volcanic Adventures, we've had some me playing parallax badly, we've had Flimbo's Quest, we've had some Rough and Ready, and we're now going for some Mayhem in Monsterland. Look how amazing this looks! Look at the colours! Apex 1993, so... Yeah. Yeah, I love the VIC-20 as well. Never had one myself, but a couple of friends had one, so... But it was kind of relegated. Look how cute that little character is. Woo! Can he shoot projectiles? No. Jump on enemies? Yeah. Okay. This is the first time I've ever played this game, so I might be rubbish, but we'll see how it goes. Look at the scrolling. So fluid. Love it. Come back here, dude. Oop. Okay. This is good. I like this. Oh, I'm guessing the stars are not good. Stars are bad for your health. Oh. What does that bass line remind me of? You can see the music is kind of... They're sort of channeling that... I don't know, Mario vibe a little bit there, maybe? Ooh, that was close. I assume I've just got to kill these guys. They used every hardware trick for the C64 known for this game. It doesn't surprise me. Oh, hang on, there's an exit there. Maybe you've just got to get these little rainbows or hoops. But yeah, this is... Wow, this is so fluid. Oh, I seem to have some magic stuff there. Oh, I can't get down there for some reason, so do I have to backtrack the other way? I think I do. Oh, man. Let's go the other way. The controls in this game are pretty good, actually. I certainly rate them. Oh, man. Does that mean I've got to go back and get the... Oh. Oh, man. So I'm guessing that it's basically 2-hit deaths. I want to see all those lovely colours. Because I think when you get those rainbow hoops, you turn the land colourful or something, isn't it? He does seem to jump quite nicely, this little dinosaur character, so you can get a good speed up actually. Okay, there's another little hoop there. Oh. Oh. There's a bat of some description up there. Oh. There's a little chute down there, so we'll go and get that. So, oh, get that. Yeah, this is super smooth. Kill the bad guys, get bags of magic. Okay. Music is like creatures. It is very similar, isn't it? Alright, we'll do that. So are those little hoops, are they halfway points? Phil. Reminds me of Ghosts and Goblins a bit. Yeah, it is a bit like that as well. It's definitely got lots of different influences going on here, I think. I should treat you can get a lot faster, but only in the happy stages. Okay. Awesome. Oh dear. Started off well, but flagging a bit now by the looks of it. But yeah, this is good. I like this. Come back here. I'm probably trying to move too fast, man. I'm good as a true snow, aren't I? Oh. The hoops are save points. Cool. Okay. Okay. Right. Gonna nail this. I'm enjoying this game. This is good. I'm gonna definitely have to play this a lot more. I'm glad after all these years of seeing those screenshots in Commodore format that I'm actually now at last playing this game. Who'd have thunk it? I tell you what that bass line reminds me of. It's the start of Bedrock, For What You Dream Of, which did come out in '93, so I wonder. If you don't know what I'm referring to, think of Train Spotting. There's a track on there which has got a bass line that's very similar to that. It's very opening, in the opening bars. Bedrock featuring Kaio, For What You Dream Of. It's definitely that. It reminds me of that. Great track. If you like your progressive dance music, so which I do. Well, progressive in the old sense of the word, not progressive as in the EDM sense of the word, which to me just sounds like dreadful noise. Right, I can't find any more magic bags that way, so let's go over this way. There's also a timer on this game, so something to be mindful of, I guess. Dead. It is surprisingly good, isn't it, Mauro? 2 Unlimited, there's no limit. Yeah. Well, that would have been of the time, wouldn't it? That would have been in the charts when this came out. 2 Unlimited. Yeah. I was never a fan of 2 Unlimited. I was a bit old before my time, you know, like, you know, what 11-year-old didn't like 2 Unlimited? I was that 11-year-old. I just found it irritating. And I like dance music, but I only like certain types of dance music. But when the bass line changes to the bit that's reminding me of Bedrock, it's that bit there. That bass line there is reminding me of Bedrock, For What You Dream Of. Look it up sometime and you'll see what I mean. And then then the key changes, so it's nothing like Bedrock. No more bags of magic yet, so... Ow. Steve Rowan's one of your favourite C64 musicians. Yeah, I'm not overly familiar with his work actually, but I feel that I should be. I wonder if I have to get this dude up here. Let's head down here to start with. Oh, maybe this bird has a magic bag for me. No. One up. Okay, that's cool. And a time bonus by the looks of it. Well, I'm enjoying this. Oh, I'm enjoying this. Oh, did I get a magic? Okay. Oh, poor little monster. Head right. Okay, I'll just keep on heading right. If in doubt, head right. Right you are. Oh man, it's the same dude. Is he gonna get me? I don't want to die this far in. I said I was going to stop the stream at 10, but I feel like I might be going on a bit longer. Okay, so I just realised I had to continue there, so should I just head right then, Phil? Sorry, I feel like I'm asking you guys, how do I play these games? I mean, I've never played this before, to be fair, and it has been a long time since I played Parallax on the C64, so I should have picked something more simple like Subterranea for shmup action, I guess, for my first reacquaintance after all these years. Ooh, close. Okay, sneaky. Yeah, I didn't realise that I had continued. Ooh, 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 ooh. This is good platforming action for the C64, I have to say. For a system that is endowed with lots of platformers, many very mediocre, this is a refreshing change. Oh, there we go. Oh, magic bag. See if we can get that bird up there. I don't know if we need to. Oh, fell down the hole. You don't want it to be too easy. Yeah, I know. You don't want it to be too easy. There's got to be a challenge in games. That's what I enjoy. Oh, man. What I don't like is when it's like stuff that's just poor design. Like, I always think, you know, death drops are just poor design personally. Oh, man. Some of the collision detection in this is just a little bit out, I would say. I don't want to hate on the game, or I'm just going to have to get used to it, so... Oh, man. Almost dead again. Need to get to that next save point, really, don't I? Wait for the star to come across. Oh, man. Yeah, Sam's Journey is on another level, isn't it? So, I totally agree. I got to play that at Sanjian's, and I do have it here, but I just think to do that justice, I need to probably do a stream of that by itself. Well, I'm glad I managed to squeeze in so much streaming this week, because I know I was away quite a bit last week, and there won't be any more streams for me until the next Chrono Trigger Tuesday, which will be, well, I'll let you guess which day it's on, next week, so it'll be, it's good that I've managed to squeeze in these streams, actually, so, collision detection. Oh, that was a cheap death. Come on, little monster, you can do this. My little Triceratops. My little yellow Triceratops. I want to see it all go colourful, that's the thing. Let's get it to go colourful and then we'll crack out some rainbow items. Oh man. I think it's because I'm rushing a bit as well. Just because I'm just too excited about this game. It's so good. Yeah, this definitely gives me the good vibes as games go, so... Ooh, is that a magic bag? Okay. Just watch where those projectiles go. Getting a bit further now. I hope there's another save point around here. Ooh. Yay! I think I'm getting a bit more of a hang of this now. Don't want to speak too soon, but it seems to be going quite well, so it's a lot easier to play this game with controller than the joystick. Oh, game over, so I am back to the beginning. Shall we, let's look at the time. Let's give this one more go, and then we will do some Rainbow Islands to wrap up with. This is a wicked game though, isn't it? Oh, okay. Seem to have 9 magic bags down there. How have I managed that so far? Don't crack this one at home, guys, because you know, like you could get the manual and everything and know how to play it, unlike me. Yeah, it's a tough nut to crack this one with the old joystick, particularly my old creaky zip stick. Oh man, that's... yeah, I'm sad now as well. Or have I... well, it was game over, so... ah, I see, it's not counting up the magic that I collected, it's counting them down. What a doofus. I've just realised that. I am fixed, sorry. Yeah, Phil, you've just confirmed it. Yeah, it's how many more I need to collect. Oh, what an idiot. Sorry. Just realised that at the same time as you posted it. Don't know why I thought that was how many I'd collected so far. Well, it's that time of day, isn't it? I like the fact that they've not bestowed this with lots of useless decoration in a way. This is just all about that platforming. It's all good. Let's see if we get this dude. Yay! Got him. Assume that guy doesn't have a magic bag, hopefully. Down and far you can drop through some platforms, so I'm guessing maybe these thinner ones? Yeah. A bit like Flimbo's quest then in that regard. Who needs a manual when you've got Phil in the stream? I wonder if that dude can be... I was wondering how you get these guys up on the platforms below. Oh, magic bag. Yay. So does that mean I could get the guy that was over here? The one that was shooting the stars. I'm just going to do it just because I can now. Or know how to. Bye bye. Oh, magic bag. Yay. Cool. No, 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 no. Oh. May have played this game a bit too much. That's no bad thing to admit. This is a pretty good game film. And when I mean pretty good, I mean damn good game. I like how he bounces back up onto the platform, basically. 5. Oh man, you're... No worries at all, Sandy. Thank you so much. The stream wouldn't have been possible without you. So, you know, I am just so grateful for how you helped me out to get this all working a couple of weeks ago. There's going to be so much more to come from this. It's just been great to be able to sort of share this. So thank you so much. Hope gym goes well tomorrow, and I'll catch you soon. As I say, next Tuesday is going to be my next stream for the Chrono Trigger stream. So Chrono Trigger Tuesday coming to a screen near you soon. So have a great evening. Oh, whoops. Got 3 continues left. I feel that we can make this a happy world again. Let's just keep bouncing, bouncy, bouncy, bounce. It seems that the little dragon or whatever he is, little Triceratops, is able to... Oh. Drift along the top of the screen when you jump, it seems. I died there before, didn't I? So, yeah, take care. I hope you've all enjoyed the stream this evening. I've had a lot of fun, so... As I say, I'm going to wrap up with some Rainbow Islands in a moment. Because, you know, there's always time for Rainbow Islands. Oh. No magic bag there, stingy. Ooh, save point, that's handy. Get the feeling that that dude down there will though. Oh, there's a magic bag there. Oh, another one. Oh, got him. Excellent. That was a bit of a result, wasn't it? How do I get down there then? Oh. That's dicey. How do I get across there then? Not going to try just yet. Oh, save point, that's handy. I love the little animations when the little monsters die as well. That's a very cute sprite. It's rather well done. Ooh, oh. Oh, I'm so glad that you've enjoyed the stream, Try to Rave, Sod. Yeah, I don't know whether Sanjin's in Manchester on Saturday. I don't think so, Rob, but obviously the best man to ask is the one that's just left the room. Oh. Oh, one bag of magic to go. Oh, I've got no what do I do now then? I've got all the magic bags. Do I just keep going? Because that's what I'm doing. Ow. No worries at all. It's been a pleasure to have you. Try to wave swords. So hope work goes well tomorrow. And thank you for joining us, and thank you for the subscription. Really appreciate that. You know, I'm just really glad that you enjoyed the Deluxe Paint video. It was yeah, lovely to hear your feedback. So have a great day tomorrow and enjoy your weekend. So let's finish off. Had that left to the middle, okay. Thanks for the instructions, Phil. Ooh. Oh gosh, almost dead there. I've been playing too much Super Mario Brothers, haven't I? Just head to the right. Oh, hang on. Ooh, seem to get a thing there. Oh. Must be back near the middle again now. Feels like I should be. I'm back here again, so I went back to the middle. Too far left. Oh, thanks guys. Okay. Too far left. What am I looking out for? Do let me know what I'm looking out for here, because I have not got the faintest idea, as you can tell. Oh, hang on, there's a big cave thing there. I wonder what that's to do with. Oh, don't know where I am now. I guess this is the one where you help Pix play the game. That bit you did not want to go down. Oh, okay. Or was that the middle? Whoops. Alright. I'm heading that direction. There was like a little conveyor belt thing, wasn't there? Oh, I don't know why I was trying to get that guy. I didn't need to, but... World's worst gameplay tonight, isn't it? Just trying to do this too quickly, I think, is my problem. Too much haste. Oh. Right. Come on, we can do this. Just slow down a bit. Rats. Okay. When? I love his enthusiasm to start with, and then obviously, unfortunately, he has to be controlled by me. Oh, rats. Yeah, it's this bit here. Am I getting closer to where I need to be, guys? I feel like I am. Right, okay, got the save point. Yeah, I need to get down there, don't I? Ooh. Yeah, okay, it's moving now. That's interesting. So, how do I get down there? Ah, it's got a bridge across it now. I see. Okay, cool. That must have appeared when I got all the magic bags, right? Ooh. Cute. Yay! Look at how cool that is with those fonts as well. It's a happy place once more. Oh, how lovely. Status happy. Now this is what I've been looking forwards to. Oh, look at this. Wow. This reminds me of a night out that I once had. Ooh, this is good. Oh, bunny. What's the bunny for? Ooh, bonus. School bonus. Ooh, bloody hell. That was a big black thing. Don't know what that is. Can I kill the black thing? Ooh, wow. No, this is just a bit cool. I now see why it's called Jellyland. Oh man, this is so cool. Look at the colours on this. I didn't know the C64 could do colours like this. Okay. Let's see if we can get that star. Nope. I don't know how you get the star. Oh, man. Little dinosaur thing. Oh, got a heart. So now I'm guessing by the looks like I've got to collect all the stars. I see. I seem to have... Okay. This is rather good, isn't it? 2 hit deaths there. Okay, just 117 stars to go. This is beginning to make me think of Zool. Oh, oops. You need to speed up to get the start. Okay, so... Yeah, the C64 has very pastel colours, I find. So, the fact that it's almost looks really saturated, almost like a Master System game. Or that kind of ilk. Yeah, it's really quite spectacular to look at. It really is. Like, does the C64 even have even that cyan for the sky? I never knew that it did. It must do though. It just looks so great. It really does. Far superior to the colour design in like Super Mario Brothers, for example, which obviously a much older game than this, but even so. So yeah, this looks super pretty. I love those little clouds as well. tune's a little bit repetitive, but oh, oops. Yeah. Right, shall we finish off with some Rainbow Islands? That was awesome. Thanks for your help, guys, on that one. I learnt quite a bit there. Right. Okay, load. 8. Oh no. Star. Spot who didn't have a tape deck when disk drive when they were young. Oh, gotta reset it. Who didn't have a disk drive when they were younger? There we go. There we are. Look for the animated door. Yeah, no, I eventually got there, didn't we, Phil? Thank you so much for that, Mauro and Phil. Art at Rainbow Islands, yay! Yeah, the SC2IEC is amazing, Phil. I'm so impressed with this. I find this much more impressive than any of the modern stuff. You know, I know people talk about all these phones and what they can do these days and stuff. I mean, I still rock an iPhone 6, but it works. And but I just find little gizmos like this far more impressive, personally. Far more enjoyable as well, you know. You know, and at the end of the day, all the phone technology is going to do is just basically give you another way to stare at a illuminated screen rather than interacting with the people around you. Whereas obviously doing this is being able to do a stream, chat with you guys, share this. It's just really cool. It really is. So I think this is just a top bit of kit. Thanks so much, Sanjian. So Rainbow Islands. So I played this a few weeks ago, also at Sanjian's on the PC Engine, and oh my gosh, that port is amazing. It's beyond arcade quality. It's so sharp. The fluidity of it is arcade perfect. It's gorgeous. So when I get the PC Engine, I'm gonna be looking forward to streaming that someday. So. But one of the surprising systems for Rainbow Islands I always thought, which had an amazing port, was the Spectrum, the 48K Spectrum. It just looks incredible on there, you know, when you consider the limitations of the Specky. So, but the C64 had a pretty reasonable port too, so. Quality from Denmark, Desperado Tours. Okay, Desperado Tours. Another Cracktro spacebar to rescue. But yeah, this is a super cool bit of kit. And unlike the tape drive, we don't have to stand unlimited music in the border. Alright. Yes. I don't know what that does, but yeah, it's unlimited lives, no. Sprite to sprite, no. Unlimited credits, no. That'd be cheating. Yeah, it really is astonishing, isn't it, Rob? I totally... I think it deserves a shout out. So... in many respects, I kind of enjoy the Spectrum version, just... sometimes, certainly on graphical fidelity, more than the C64 version. But this is still a great port. And a few weeks ago, Dan and Ravi on the Retro Hour podcast had, I forget the chap's name, but from Firebird Software. And she essentially said that it was the Firebird guys that did the ports of Rainbow Islands for the micros, and due to them exiting the business or whatever it was, Ocean essentially got the credit for the Rainbow Islands ports, so, or ports. So if you don't listen to the Retro Hour podcast, first question, why? But seriously, that was a good episode, so... there is differences in this insofar as that when you jump on the double rainbows, they do collapse a bit different. I'd say probably overall my favourite port remains the Amiga version, just purely because it was probably the first Amiga game I ever played. Probably even before I got this C64, so... oh, whoops. Looking at the chat. It's what you filled up the odd thumb disc with, yeah. Well, why not? Why not indeed, Rob? This will always get my thumbs up, so... puts a smile on my face. It's a great way to close out tonight's stream. This will go down as one of my favourite streams I've done to date, I think. The company has been great, the questions have been good, the chat's been great, you know, and the C64 has been legendary as always, the games have been good. So, you know, thank you so much for joining us guys this evening. It's been a real pleasure to share this with you all. But yeah, this is just a great game, isn't it? A Taito classic. In my opinion, a very significant game. So there's Old Style Gaming on YouTube. They did a great comparison of all the ports of Rainbow Islands. That's well worth watching if this has tickled your nostalgia fancy, so... How am I capturing this video? Rob, it's with my real C64. We will exit with a little encore from the C64. So this is my childhood Commodore 64. I came home from school one day. We barely used computers at school. We had one BBC Micro for the whole school. I might have used it once or twice, and I have absolutely no recollection of ever asking for a computer, let alone a C64. I remember asking for a Game Boy on Christmas and was told in no uncertain terms by my parents they're too expensive for the games, and they were right. Whoops. And then one day, I don't know how soon after this was, I came home and there was a Commodore 64 on my bed for my birthday, which was pretty epic. It's good to know that I find those spiders difficult to kill in pretty much every version of Rainbow Islands. So the host hasn't been too bad either. Well, I do aim to please. It's been a pleasure. You should know by now that I enjoy this. You know, retro gaming, that's what it's all about. Playing the games, enjoying them. So, yeah. So yes, I've been capturing the video from my real C64 using the Magewell HDMI thing. Yeah. So, oh, whoops. Killed them and died. Looking at the chat again, you see. You're going to look at Flimbo's Quest. That's cool. Yeah, I'm glad that we've shared some video games that we've not played. I'm going to revise my knowledge of parallax in the meantime. Brush up on those skills because they were sorely lacking. And yeah, they did suck a bit, didn't they? But we also had things like Rough and Ready. Keep on wanting to say Rough and Tumble. Been playing that too much lately. Okay, that's handy. I noticed that the red ladybirds, they already seem to be red from the get-go. They don't seem to be yellow or white at any stage in this version. Bit of a connoisseur of the old Rainbow Islands. Sort of notice these differences. So yeah. But no, it's been great to share this stream with you guys. So I'm glad that as a host I suffice. So I remember when I first did that first stream a couple of months ago, I was so nervous, so nervous. And now it seems to be going over. Look at the size of that sprite. So now it's going pretty well, isn't it? Interestingly, when you shoot the rainbows at the boss on this port, it doesn't actually affect the boss. You've actually got to destroy the rainbow with the boss over the top. Oh, it got him that time. Some interesting collision detection, maybe, I guess. But this is so cool. This is so cool. I never actually had Rainbow Islands for my C64, which is crazy when you consider how much I played it on the Amiga. Don't know why. The Time Lag Vortex stream, that's the one. So, Nuzika's. Oh, hi Graham, hope you're well. So, bit of Rainbow Islands, yeah, of course. So, yeah. So, you feed out from the C64 into the Major device and then device them onto. So, yeah, please wait, loading. Sorry, I thought it was on the Amiga version. Like, oh, I'm going to get killed if I'm not careful. He absolutely hates it. So he streamed it and he hates it. Love it. I've always... I don't know, it's not for me to say, but I've always found it interesting people who stream games that are utterly, rubbish. Like, I try to only play games that I either have a connection to that I enjoyed back in the day, or I actually enjoy. I just think, if I want to play a crap game, well, I don't know why I do it, you know. But to each their own, as it were. So, I mean, this isn't the best port of Rainbow Islands, but it's still pretty good, and it is a C64 stream of my childhood C64. So, why not? Why not, indeed? Time Legs Vortex stream. You're absolutely right, though, Phil. That was hilarious, wasn't it? The way that was all rigged up was crazy. But yeah, Rob, so basically my setup, I will try and do a video about this at some point. It's actually more simple than some setups. So I basically mostly game when I'm doing these streams. It's always on my flat screen monitor that I use for my Mac. And what I have is first of all, I have a HDMI multi-input box, for want of a better expression, and that accepts 3 inputs, and into that goes my SNES, NES, and soon PC Engine. Oh, not PC Engine, sorry. Because that'd be SCART, won't it? So I've got a spare HDMI output. So yeah, oh, I've got a 1-up, that's handy. I must have got my 10,000 point bonus. A bit late on that one. Usually get that easily by stage 3 on the Amiga version, usually. Ooh, magic lamp as well, that's handy. So that basically splits out the HDMI. Ooh. Oh man. And so yeah, so that basically is my HDMI inputs. Those bombs really do filter down through those gaps, don't they, on this version? And then that loops into my SCART to HDMI box, because that also has a HDMI input. So that SCART to HDMI device is a device you can easily get on eBay. Well, you can probably get on eBay as well, but Amazon for around about £25. They're dirt cheap and they're really good. There's virtually no perceptible lag. It supports 4:3 aspect ratios as well, which is super important. So you're not going to have stretched ratios. And then that loops out into a HDMI kind of splitter box itself, but rather than switching between incoming streams, it splits going out. So one of the HDMIs goes into the back of the monitor, and that's what I'm playing on now. And the other HDMI goes into the HDMI capture device that I've got. The reason for that is that the Magewell device that I've got doesn't have a through port for the HDMI, so I have to do it that way. It sounds more complex than it actually is, but I've actually got quite a neat setup that means that I don't have loads of stuff everywhere, believe it or not. Yeah. He's hilarious. He still lives with his mum. We'll definitely check it out. It sounds really intriguing. So there's probably a terrible summary, Rob, of how it works. But I suppose in summary, this explains why, generally speaking, I bought the portable telly. It was just very convenient for me when I just want to play games to connect a system up to a portable telly via the SCART socket and play the game. You know, it wasn't because I have some retro fetish for scan lines, which I do have, but it was just purely a practical thing actually. It's just an easy way for me to enjoy my systems. But yeah, join the fray soon will be a PC Engine, and obviously that will be output via SCART. So yeah. So let's play this until my next continue, and we're going to close out the stream because I've still not made my dinner yet, and I have absolutely no idea what the time is. I'm guessing it's about 11 o'clock at night. But I've just been enjoying this so much. It's been really good fun, and we're still here. CRT forever. The games do look great on CRT. I can't say they don't. They really do. But yeah, I mean, I'd imagine the reason that I have to wear contact lenses is because of all those years of using an Amiga on a CRT, well, television. Not, you know, let's be honest, it was a TV connected via RF. You know. And believe me, when you've used Amiga Workbench for a few years on interlace on a 1970s portable television, your eyes know about it. So yeah, 10:25. My dinner is in the oven. Snap. Well, it's not snap because actually I'm going to do a rice dinner tonight, so I've got to do all of that. I've got to prep it all. I've got to dice my garlic. I've got so much to do. But you know, I've been enjoying my C64 a little bit too much. So we'll just beat this boss, and I think we'll wrap up the stream. Oh, he's quite easy. Thank you for the slowdown C64. That worked. You have an Elgato HDMI pass-through. Yeah, the Elgato is the thing that had all the major lag for me. So, I think we'll close out the stream there, guys. Let's just flick back to the screen and sum up. Yeah, the Elgato unfortunately had all the serious lag issues, Graham. I just could not get on with that device, whereas the Magewell has been rock solid for me. So we're back on the webcam, we've got the Ocean Loader on the go, we're all good. Yeah, so just to close out, I just wanted for Rob's benefit and Graham, because I think he's joined the chat, and anybody else. So down there is my childhood C64C. I've had it since I was a kid, still works a champ. Got the SD2 IEC there. You can even see if you look carefully, I must have got bored one day and started colouring in my left. Is that a greater? That's a less than sign, isn't it, that one? This one here. Started colouring it in, but the keys are yellowed, but the case is actually in pretty good order. Now you can see I must have got a bit bored down here. I must have started picking away at the case badge at some point and something like that. But overall it's in pretty good nick. Yeah, I mean the keys are more yellowed than perhaps the webcam shows, but this is my childhood Commodore 64. It won't be retro brighted, it's just its patina, so that mess of cables behind there looks worse than it actually is. It's just because I didn't actually take Radio Amiga cables. So back we go. So yeah, childhood C64. So I'm glad it made sense, Rob, that explanation. So my Mo's eyes still work at all, says Phil, sitting 30 centimetres away from the TV for 10. I know the feeling, Phil, yeah. Yeah, coma transport Newton. I could do that. Yeah, thanks, Graham. You have a great... yeah, it's Peroni. Co-op has... Co-op has 2 bottles of Peroni for £4 at the minute, so I just thought, why not? Because I've got to work this weekend on the Saturday, so I've been enjoying my evenings this week, so it is Peroni. Yeah, there you go. and there's some left in the bottle. So we're not at DEFCON 8 or 0 or whatever the worst DEFCON is yet, but we're working our way down to the bottom of the pint glass, and then it will be red telephone situation time. We're out of Peroni. So it's not Peron. Sorry, I thought it was yeah, Peroni. Yeah. I have no idea which brewery it's from. It's Roma. There you go. The 2 for £4 is a good deal. So yeah, thank you so much for joining me this evening, guys. I've had so much fun. It's been great to put my C64 from when I was little to use. It's had more use this evening than it ever has done in the last 25 plus years, and I aim to keep it that way. Yeah, it's been a real pleasure. I hope you all have a lovely weekend, whatever you're up to. I know that we've got another work day. It's a school night tonight, so yeah, I'm just going to close out as I started with some C64 adverts, and yeah, have a great one, guys. Take care.
I'm more alive than ever before. I've been to my Commodore 64. My friends are knocking down my door to get into my Commodore 64.
It's mind-boggling. Commodore 64 lets you play hundreds more games than any video machine, plus draw, program, even do music.
I'm more alive than ever before, and my friends are knocking down my door. 'Cause now we're into so much more. We're into our Commodore 64.
The Commodore 64 home computer has an unusually large memory. Remember? It also has all the peripherals you're ever likely to need. Monitors, plotters, printers, disk drives, and a vast range of software. Which means you'll get so much more enjoyment out of your home computer. The Commodore 64. Remember the enormous memory, but don't forget the peripherals and software.
Welcome to Frankie's Nightclub Ruffo, where Friday night and Sunday night are the nights for discos, where you can disco the night away to the best disco sounds around. Saturday night, and Frankie's opens the door to Ireland's best live bands, with great sounds from different bands weekly. So for a great night out, come to Frankie's Nightclub Ruffo, where fun is our speciality.
I'm learning fast. I'll give it my best shot.
I knew I could do it.